In this video, I'm decorating my creative journal using washi tape, Mildliners, pumpkin stickers, oh, and of course some coffee. Welcome back. It's Tammy, and I'm glad that you decided to join me in this video while I decorate my creative journal. Today, I am going to attempt to do a Dutch door here on this page, which, if you're not familiar, it's basically you cut off that much of a page so that some decoration can show from the other pages. I have my corner rounder here, some tape and some markers, and some really cute pumpkin stickers I picked up at Hobby Lobby. They're not your traditional October pumpkins. These are pink and purple, and there's some orange, but I thought they were super cute, so I couldn't resist. Now, I'm using a line journal, which is a little different than a lot of what I see is the dot grid journals, which I love, but I really want to use this journal. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure where I want to put some washi tape. And I have not really created very many Dutch doors, so I am in need of practice. And because this is an older journal I've had for a while, I figured why not give it a try. It's just my journal, so if I make a mistake, I can chalk it up to practice and I'm not going to hold back. I'm just going to go for it. Okay, I made a line and I'm going to go ahead and cut it with my scissors. Now, when making a Dutch door, you can use an X-Acto knife or a paper cutter, whatever method is your favorite, I suppose. I'm just going to go ahead and use these scissors because they're handy on my desk. This is a pretty big page, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. And that worked for me. And I'm going to go ahead and put in my washi tape now. I've seen a lot of Dutch doors done with thicker washi tape. I'm using what I have, and these are the washi tapes I had on hand that already match these pumpkins. So that's what I'm going with, and because it's not quite as thick as I'd like it to be, I'm going to go ahead and double it up and just experiment here basically. And as you can see, I'm going the easy route. I just went down a straight line. There are some that are much more decorative, and at some point I may get into that. Sometimes when you're starting new things, you just need to do it, and you don't need the excuses of, well, I don't have this, or I don't have that, or, all the excuses we come up with for not trying things that are new. So I'm just using what I have and making do, but I'm enjoying the process. Trimming the edges here. Okay, and now I'm going to use my corner rounder to make the Dutch door have the rounded corners. It just looks more appealing that way. It looks more natural. But I also wanted to make sure I thought about the other side of this Dutch door. So I wanted to go ahead and put a different washi on that side. I'm just kind of playing, honestly. This whole thing has just been a fun exercise, if you will. Alright, now I got that washi on. I can trim this up, make it nice and neat. And that's when I'll use my corner rounder, which I think you can get a corner rounder on Amazon for like $5 or $6. It's not a very expensive tool, and it's really nice to have if you're going to do paper crafting of any kind. There we go. So how are you all doing? I'm curious what kind of stuff you like to see. I'm looking for some ideas for my channel. I've been watching a lot of mixed media art on here and just getting a lot of inspiration. So I guess I'm looking to see if you're watching what you're interested in. Okay, moving on. Time for my stickers. I got these stickers at Hobby Lobby. They're so cute. I just love the different colors of the pumpkins. I think they're so cute. Alright, so I'm just going to randomly put some along the spread in different spots. So just remember, this is my creative journal, so I'm using it for writing, and I want to have enough space to still write. And what I'm going to do is just put this along the edge here so that when the Dutch door is flapped on the other side, you can still see the pumpkins. So it kind of looks decorative depending on which page you're on, I guess. I hope that makes sense. But this will still leave enough, that'll leave enough space for writing. Okay, just testing it there to make sure you can still see the pumpkins when I turn that page. And I want to do it on this side as well because I just like the way it looks when it's framed like that. And again, I am using this book to just get crafty, just play, and I'm not taking this too seriously. I'm enjoying the process very much, and I have been writing in it actually, but it's meant to be fun. I'm not being a perfectionist about this, so I know there are prettier spreads on YouTube, and I appreciate them, and they're very inspiring, and I'm grateful for them. But this is just to get my creative juices going and give me a space to write and use a notebook that I've had on my shelf for a very long time. So, with all that being said, yeah, I'm just enjoying the process. Okay, I'm sort of using the lines on the page to space these out kind of even. And I'm trying to use a variety of the pumpkin shapes. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a bunch of these pumpkins throughout the rest of the spread. Now I'm going to go ahead and use up what I have, so I'm just going to have fun and place them in different spots, but give myself enough room for writing because it's for my creative journal. So I still want to have enough space. And the way I journal, I don't do a page a day. I do whatever I need to do. So if I only write 3 sentences, then that's all I needed that day. But then there's other days I might need 3 pages. And so I don't like to predate it or put a spot for a date because as I go, I will date it wherever I leave off, basically. I'm trying to keep in mind of keeping the pumpkins into clusters just to make it a little bit more interesting. I don't know if you've experienced this, but some of these clear stickers are harder to get off the backing. So I'm just picking with my, I think this is my tweezers, and just trying to get it off, which that worked for me. I don't like to do it because sometimes it can kind of poke through the sticker. You just have to be really careful. But it does work. And then the other thing I started doing was just kind of like bending the plastic, and it kind of would help it pop off the backing. But so far, I'm enjoying this. I love the colors of this. And I just so happen to have the coordinating washi tape, which I can't remember where I got it from. It's probably from Amazon or Hobby Lobby. I can't remember. So I've decided that I have enough over there. I just want to use some more here. I figure I have enough, and I might as well fill up the spread. Just keep adding stickers. Because on that page, all I had was where I framed it, and I figure I'll put some right here in the middle. Easy to write around. Oh yes, it's looking so cute. I love it. I just think that pink and orange look so cute together. I love it. If you decide to do a creative journal, make sure that it brings you joy. Don't let it stress you out. Don't overthink it. Just enjoy it. Find stickers that you love, or washi tape, or draw doodles that make you happy using your favorite pens. That's what this is supposed to be. Okay, now I'm going to use my Mildliners. And while I understand this is a line journal, I am going to highlight some of the lines just to add some more color and complement what I already have on the page. Now, I was trying to decide if I should make a spot for dates. I've already been writing in my creative journal, and I really don't need a special spot for the dates. I kind of create it as I go because wherever I stop is where I pick up, basically, as long as I have the room. I did write a box right there, but, you know, I may or may not use it. We'll see what happens when I get to that page. And I skipped the first page altogether with the highlights and went right on to the second page. At first, I was trying to decide if I really wanted to do all the pages. So we'll revisit that later. Sometimes you just have to come back and do it if you want to. But this mild liner actually matches pretty well. I was pretty happy with how that looked. I wanted to use a different color on the different pages. So let me know in the comments below if you like creative journaling. Do you have a creative journal? What do you like to do in your creative journal? Do you use stickers or markers? I'm just curious and I'd like to hear from you. Okay, so I love the way that looks. And so my Dutch door is all done. And both sides look the way I want them to look. Now I'm just going to decide, do I want to continue with my mild liners? Yep, I'm gonna go for it. The more I look at that little box right there, the more I really don't like it. But if I get to this page and I don't need a box for a date, I will probably white it out. But we'll see what happens when I get to this page. I'm actually preparing pages in advance so that when I get there, I can just write. I'll tell you what, I have 2 littles at home, and sometimes it makes it difficult to do things. So you kind of have to plan ahead during nap times or after bedtime just to get this stuff done. All right, I'm going to go ahead and continue my highlighting process here. And no, I'm not drawing the lines very straight, but it's okay. At the end, I actually enjoy what I see. It doesn't have to be perfect. I didn't use a ruler. If I wanted it to be perfect, I would have used a ruler, but who has time for all that? I like it. It looks good. So I'm tinkering with the idea of doing this first page. This is what we have so far. I'm thinking that maybe I should have used some more washi tape where the pumpkins are, but that's okay. I'm going to leave a finished picture at the very end of this video so you can see how it turned out. But for now, I'm leaving it this way. But I'm going to come back and there, see, I did it. And thank you for joining me today. Please like and subscribe if you stayed this long.